And in the spirit of there's always something that needs putting right, I've restarted my computer, therefore all that lot needs to change. That's better. Hello, Fishy. Hello, Knight. Nice to see you. I know Fishy is under the weather, so I hope both your days pick up suitably. Right, so we're off to Mahakam. Kinda. I should now be slightly more central. Should. Looks like it's backwards. It might be. It is, that's why. Better? I hope it's better. Could be better. Right. I've got to meet with Brugger Hoog. No, the mic thing's always been on the same side. This is actually mirrored now, so. Right. Brugger Hoog. Really? Brugger, are you serious? Hello, Meki. Okay. Lord the crossbowman. Oh, gonna be kicking off here.
None too shabby as views go, eh?
Were it not for the howling wind, I'd make a sketch.
Sucky fella. Hello, Chrono, and good lord, thank you very much indeed. Ah, dear. Yes, we are just about entering Mahakam. I know that's not how they pronounce it, but it's how I pronounce it. I've just realised I've appeared in my 1970s jumpsuit mode today. Colour and everything. Probably the lipstick there doesn't help. It is, isn't it? What it is warm because I'm cold. I have the heat. Okay, how far round is this Brugger Hoog? Probably Browver. Possibly pronounced Colin. Okay. Hello? Thank you. Wasn't sure. It doesn't look so great in person, but that's because it's a weird length. But no, for stream it seems fine. I was after a little bit of colour today. Okay, what have we got? Main quest over there. Loot. And loot. And loot. Let's send out some scouts. Because I haven't got a lot of cash. Wow, okay. So once I make it into Mahakam proper. Worth doing. Go nick the loot. And extra soldiers. Yes, we'll take that. Apparently there were some soldiers just kind of hanging out in Mahakam. Wasn't sure about red with orange, but yeah. It's a bit of a shocker, because of course I normally just wear black all the time. Always worry when it autosave. This even looks cold. Hi.
Meve rode slowly, her surroundings interesting to her, her ears keen to take in the cacophony of sounds. The sharp whistle of wind rushing past towering peaks, the squeak of wagon wheels rolling over frozen snow, and the roar of beasts.
What the... I dare not venture a guess.
Gabor scratched his chin.
An ice troll. Or one of them Barbigazar bejabbers.
These beasts, are they tame? As the dragon?
Not in your life. Fierce horsens, every last one of them. Spring cleaning year past, 1 year bit my arm clear off.
Well, I think we can safely say I'm benefiting from the choice of lighting colour. From there, I'll take
The
it.
Queen's brow rose in a silent inquiry.
All right. You don't quite ken the context. Each spring, with the melting of the snows, a good bit of that filth comes out the ground. That's when Bruver Hoog summons all dwarves for spring cleaning. We cut down as much of the filth as we can, and that means relative calm the rest of the year.
Out of the corner of her eye, Meve noted a dark shape darting between rock formations. Calmly, she drew her sword and brandished it a time or two to warm up her stiff arms.
Seems it is our lot to assist you with this cleaning. Lyrians, arms at the ready. Prepare to fight!
I remember how to play Gwent. That would be ideal. Seriously, I remember how to play. Oh my god, that's a lot of teeth for one thing. For a great many years, Mahakam was closed off to the outside world. When the Elven Kings began their last desperate push to drive men from the lowlands, the dwarves slammed shut the passage to their mountainous realm. For centuries they waited. Only when the slaughter in the valleys below subsided did they once again open their gates. The dwarves refer to this day as the Great Airing Out. Of course they bloody do. Right, eliminate the Shelmar. I don't like Shelmar. I really don't like Shelmar at all. Do not let Bruver die. It's in one fell swoop. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna die. Right, okay. Good go. Battle will last only 1 round. Mate, I don't even know what the situation is. Mysterious ability lies within. I can cast anything. Transform an energy enemy into a jade figurine and throw it in your hand. Oh, well. Didn't mean to redraw that. I actually wanted to keep that. Okay, whatever. Yikes.
Stop standing around like corns on a toe! Get to work!
It is. These ones, the puzzle games they're fun. But, oh my god, they can... So. Mighty Shelmar. Every 3 turns on the turn start, randomly damage enemies by a portion of the Shelmar's current armour. Then move to the other row. If on the melee row, damage the highest enemy by the unit's current armour. If on the ranged row, damage the lowest enemy by this unit's current armour. Then set armour to 8. Sod off! That is something that will be appearing, I suspect, in the Witcher's journal, the bestiary that's coming out for the RPG. Horrible. I can tell you in Witcher 3, they're a sod. They're burrowing creatures. Right. So, Lyrian Banner. So, Bruverhoog, Dwarven Boss, why are you standing there? Spawn 2 Mahakam Protectors and move an enemy from the melee to the ranged. Trouble is, he didn't deploy, he just started, so that. Command 1 starter pair on the battlefield, move this unit to your deck, then summon a random unit from your deck to the random allied row. So they're strength 6 in and of themselves. Otherwise, loyal, damage a random enemy by 2. That's a good. And all other enemies with the same power by 4, then trigger all allies' loyal ability. Right, okay. So I can zero out that thing's armor. Straight away. Which is a plus. It is. It's horrible. It's like a hedgehog shagged a mountain. It's just no. Right, heal all allies and boost. Don't know what that does. Never have known what that does. That one gives me a bonus whenever an enemy or allied card is moved. Has to just be in my hand. It's fine. Always summon all copies of the unit. I wish I knew how many I had. Move 3 cards to the other on their side. If any were units, damage them by 2. They're all raw effects from my side. After 3 turns on turn start, draw the top off of my deck. Okay. After 2 turns, boost self by the power of the unit. Fight, then move to the side. It's kind of tempting. However, I want to know what that does. I don't know. Okay. Doggy! I summoned Knickers from my deck. Do we remember Knickers the dog? This unit may raid your hand for yummy treats. Permanent resilience. When you play a gold card, summon Knickers from your deck. Let's twirl. Yep, we rescued Knickers from a house where he was basically starving to death. That's the other.
Sod it all.
Bless him.
Again and again and again.
Okay. So next turn he gets his order. Oh, hello. Thank you.
Discipline shall bring us victory!
1 charge to unit complete. Order.
I'm a monster.
Okay. That was a good start. So, got to wait for him. Got 12 points left. Up with some slinger.
Oh, Lyrian lummoxes.
Bite me. Don't.
Watch out! It's rolling our way!
Yeah, I know. It's been a while. It's going to take me a moment to get into this. Can't move the cards. Actually take damage it. These will reduce armor. Or whacking everybody else up a point. What have we got? Another Lyrian Pathfinder. He's just getting harder. Five? I think I can actually do a damn thing apart from that, so so that needs extra armor. Gain 1 armor whenever a card appears on.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
So they're all going to take damage by moving. On the other hand, I need to move them. That at least has put it up to 3. I need another one of him. Or him, sorry, him. Oh. Currently, he's only doing 3 points of damage. Well, that's pleasant. You're lovely, aren't you?
Your Grace, be careful.
Yeah. Okay. Honestly, do with healing him up instead. I got room? Yes.
Hey?
Instead. I mean, if I was just playing for points, then he would just be awesome at this stage. But that's now doing 5 points of damage on its own. Okay. Aha. Right, do I have anybody with a loyal ability at this stage? I don't. So, Maeve. It's not far off dead. Unfortunately, got to somehow chew this through. Yeah, this one's going to be a problem, I think.
Don't like this.
Neither do I, mate. Yeah, it's not playing for points. It's playing to twonk him. And keeping him alive. Which, that's not a problem.
Cursed traitors.
It's just a matter of carrying on at the moment.
Gotta get our asses moving.
Oh, thanks. Needed that.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
Done. Happy there? Having a good day? Yeah, I mean, if I was playing for points, that would be awesome, but I'm not. And I know I'm not. Oh, yeah. We're playing Gwent, aren't we? We're playing Thronebreaker, aren't we? Oh, come on! Let's sneeze on this guy now. And there is nothing to do. Because I can't... No. Stop that. Wouldn't have taken a lot, would it? Okay. See, I'm wondering what happens if I use artifact compression on this thing. Right, you, sorry Gascon, are of no use whatsoever. You're not wildly useful. I do love you, Knickers, but sorry. That is... God knows. Yeah. Nobody's really dying. That at least does 2 points of damage, so that's something. That sets Rose on fire. We'll leave that there. Well be useful in this context. I really need 3 sets of slingers. I don't know you.
Stop standing around like corns on a toe! Get to work!
Oh, Isabel. Oh, yes, the healer. Thought I recruited her. The statue. Transform an enemy into a jade figurine and move it to your hand. I'm just wondering if basically that would do it. Maybe it's just me. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, it doesn't work on gold cards. Damn it. And Nick has appeared anyway, because why not? Hello, Alexia. Move this unit to your deck, then summon a random.
Lyria!
Okay, I'll take that. Unit by the number of cards on this row include itself. Seeing him at all? Oh, because he came out of the deck, he didn't play properly.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
Yeah, they don't deploy. However, he can set a row on fire, so I'm going to set things on fire with him. Stonkingly for points. Wait for it. That was out. Loyal ability in and early. That hurt it. Yep, it's watching me play Gwent really badly.
Watch out! It's rolling our way!
Yeah, those things, when they fight, by the way, they roll up like a hedgehog and then just come steaming towards you in a big ball of impenetrable bastard. Technical term. Really awesome. Absolute nutballs.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
Right. Yeah. It's like a bullet, only slightly more armoured. The only time in Witcher 3 you can actually deal with them is when they come barreling towards you, because they tend to live in caves. And your best bet is to dive off to one side at the last minute, and then while they smack their heads straight into a cave wall, you have a moment you can leap in and basically go stab, 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 stab. All the stabbing. Not just doing 2 points of damage, that would be silly. Let's set you on fire.
Watch your heads!
Still only do damage. Right, May, if you've down yet? No. It's not too bad, for the most part, especially if you lay the groundwork with signs. I know, because what you can do is you can drop an Erden sign, which gives you an area where your enemies are slowed, and as it tumbles through there, that gives you basically ages to get the hell out of dodge. The other thing you can do with Erden is you can set up its secondary mode, which works a little bit like a turret gun. So you drop one of those, and then you just bimble around dodging it, while the turret does the job. Hey, the top please. Deck. Anybody there?
Left, right, left, right.
They're not no other blitz unit in my deck. Okay. Still only doing 4 points of damage. Oh, that's
Your
jolly.
Grace, be careful.
Let's do
Bigger they
that.
are, easier they are to target.
Yeah, no. Whatever. May as well get fried. $12. Immune to fire. That's cheating, if so.
For Rivia!
Okay, well that was worth doing. Anybody now move at all? Can't get him in.
Sod it. Sod it all.
Bless him. Well, that's going to go back up to 8 armor. Irritating. I could have lived without him coming out early on when he couldn't use his deploy ability, which is just a bit. Boost allies at random by the total damage taken during this battle. Current boost amount 42.
I'd hoped we could solve this some other way.
It just went up to ridiculous amounts. No. Again, down to 5. However, I think I have a better idea of what I'm doing. Basically, I don't want those guys. The Lyria Pathfinders are no use to man the beast. This. Which is fine. Right. Oh, we like Xavier. Xavier is great. Right. He's no use. They kind of are the war wagon. Damage all units on this road by 2. Whenever a unit appears on this road, damage it by 2. Now that thing's flicking back and forth. So between that and the fire, that should do the job. So that can stay. That, there's no point. Established it doesn't do anything. Neither do they. Really? Okay. Use that seems to summon my dog, and that's about it. Okay.
Stop standing around like
The statue
pawns
doesn't
on a
work
toe. Get to work.
because it's a gold card, gold-rimmed card, and they tend to be immune to a lot of effects. Right, okay, so everybody has started up front. So that's fine. Going to unfortunately have the war wagon. Be nice, but no. He goes in after everything with order has been played, frankly. Might as well start with the Stray's bomber, to be honest.
Catch!
Set that on fire. And get her ability up early. So I can start doing some damage.
Cursed traders.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Kind of useless, but never mind. Got a lot of slingers basically in this. Wonderful thing about slingers. Tell me you're immune to fire. Do with 2 pit traps, because that thing swaps back and forth. That would be extreme.
Watch out! It's rolling our way!
Yeah, I know. I am aware. Order. Play the top blitz unit from the deck.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Bless him. Okay, fair enough. Still waiting for the war wagon to come in, because that would be peak. Let's take that armor down. Hello, Nickers. Okay.
One bolt.
Okay, well that's wiped out the armor, so that's a plus. That's done a lot more good than I expected. I thought it might.
Fear not! We shall achieve our goal!
Right. Use a charge guard with order and give it a charge. Okay. That's fine.
I smell a leak.
Aha!
Discipline shall bring us victory.
Hey. I like him. Bernard is incredibly useful. I am still going to have to get through its armor again. Life's a bitch.
Your Grace, be careful.
Yeah, I know. I am aware. Right, so that.
Give me a target.
then hopefully, her ability comes back next round. There's all. Oh, come on. Somebody. Oh, actually, that'll do.
Hey?
Go.
All right. You got some splaining to do.
Nicely done there, I feel. Only took me how many goes?
As the wails of speared Shaelmars died down, the crowd of Mahakam infantry parted. A dwarf stepped forth, grey as a snow fox, wrinkled as a prune. He walked with difficulty, supporting himself on a battle axe, its two heads dripping blood.
Okay, to be fair, that's pretty badass.
This would be our elder-in-chief, Brúvar Hugh.
Still got a silly name.
And who might your guests be, Gabor? Meve, Queen of Lyria and Rivia, and her associates in court.
My regards, Elder. I come...
You come for something. Coin's my first wager. Fighting bodies my second. Well, what is it you want? I'm on in the years, aye, but I'm not gone dotty. Tja, you menfolk. You got to fall on hard times to remember us dwarves.
I've come with a design in mind, I cannot deny. But hear me out and you shall see.
She's armed! Gabor! Why the devil did you let her in here like that? And without a sack or her heat! She has the leaden ring, Elder.
A gift from a king.
From Demavend, lassie, I ken that already. Trust a man, give him something of value, and he'll go and give it away as easy as a street whore gives away nubs. It's a good thing he didn't pawn it. Sons of humans.
Okay. I just have this urge to give as good as I get. I mean, I don't want to be overly rude to him, but on the other hand, he's being an asshole. And I did just help save him from a Shaelmar. What do we reckon? That's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping it.
You interrupt me. I'm not accustomed, for you see, I am a queen.
I love the body language. Yeah, bring it.
That's so. For I've heard you were stripped of crown and title some time past. Not so much a queen no more. Nay, don't you fear, tidings of that sort reach us here too.
Her Majesty was shamefully betrayed, 'tis true. Yet the unified throne of both realms remains hers, as the laws hold.
Laws, schmaws, shite and bare paws. I ken well the kind of respect you human folk accord your laws. We've signed pacts, treaties a many o'er the years, and each time but a couple of years had pass afore you shat on all the terms. Now, on a normal day, I'd have you all thrown clear out of this land I love. But you've the leaden ring, and that grants you the right of hospitality. And here, in Mahakam, laws and rights are sacred.
Hey, brusque is one way of putting it. Downright rude is another.
You may stay in the pass long as you wish. Young Zigrin'll serve as your guide. And once you've tired of the mountains, well, you ken the way down into the valleys. I bid you farewell.
Bite me.
My Lord Elder, with all due respect, we came to your aid. We smote the beasts with you, yet...
And who the demons is this son?
Count Reynard Odo.
Ho, Odo, Lodo, Bodo! Now, you listen and listen well. We didn't ask for aid, and you know why? 'Cause I've my dignity. Not like some. Mates and wenches! Spring cleaning's done, beast culling's over. Mount Carbon beckons us home. Follow me!
Ooh. I'm not to kick your head.
Your Grace. Be not dismayed. We will find a way.
Yeah, I don't see this being the thing. So to say that.
Manage we shall, true. Though damned if I know how. We have none other to whom we can turn, no other land where we can flee.
Let us convene in council, Your Grace. Consider together what's to be done. We've yet Redania, Temeria.
Yeah. Redania, don't even bother. Temeria, bit wussy.
Your Grace, might I draw you aside a wee moment? For a jabber?
Reynard, please excuse me. Well, what is it you want?
I ken the Elder-in-Chief didn't make a good first impression.
That's a polite way of putting
And the
it.
second? Is it any better?
To be quite frank, no. I'll try elsewise. Not all's lost, trust me. Brewer's a stubborn goat, no doubt about it. But a goat to be persuaded. And I happen to ken how.
Oh, do you now?
Very well, I'm all ears. What must we do to spur Bruverhoog to aid us?
I might start with the thorn in our side that are beasts. A bigger thorn than most expect. See, in our never-ending search for gold, we dug deep. Too deep. And reached abysses where monsters are born, or however they come to be. Soon as it turns a bit warmer, they crawl out to feed. And there's more every year. What you saw there, the spring cleaning, that's just light yearly upkeep. It dinna go at the source of the blight. Every spring we cull enough so we can live and trade and mine normal-like. But there are corridors in the upper valleys midst the peaks, where more lie waiting to pounce. So many, there's settlements that have done been abandoned.
I still fail to see how this relates to myself and Bruver.
Your Majesty, slay the beasts down to their last, and you'll win the hearts of the clans. All of them. And with the clans behind you, why? The Elder'll have no choice. He'll bend an ear, treat you serious. You got two sites through which beasts swarm in great numbers. There's Davor's Abyss, and an abandoned underground settlement called Burr's Rump. Destroy those, collapse the corridors, problem solved.
This context, the dwarves have truly been crapped on from great height. But yeah, you're right. Dwarves are not well represented. They tend to be described as straight talking, but people don't quite seem to know how to write that. Yeah, I mean I think that's how they're supposed to be mechy overall. They're more straightforward, whereas traditionally, especially if you're going the Tolkien route, elves are more of the speech and have discussions and things until everything goes horribly wrong. Whereas dwarves are more the doers, with all the good and the bad that implies. Listening to Serendipity City, and basically at some point the gym went, no, why does no one like dwarves? Oh, we've got a dwarf coming up on Sunday in the new Witcher series. So that's going to be played by Spud. Okay, why hasn't Bruver... I'm not questioning, because, to be honest, no.
And this, 'twould suffice.
I believe it would. But find you other ways to win the heart of a clan or Bruver itself. Do so. Can he bring no harm?
Okay.
All this sounds rather toilsome, yet... I do favour this to losing another moon seeking out a court where we would at first be welcomed, only later to hear another rebuke. You've my gratitude, Gabor. You've shown me a way. Very well. Let us think on these beasts. See what's to be done.
Do with a bloody Witcher is what you can do with. Well, Gabor's not us, to be honest. He's fairly nice. Or at least he's wily enough to know how to handle the leadership, which is always a thing. Okay, got the cash. Let's send out some more scouts. Oh goody. Extra loot. Yeah, this map's... I love the different style of mapping. This is the Dwarven region, so therefore it's mapped according to Dwarven, so fuck me, what's that? No. No, 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 no. I think not, children. No. Going back to The Hobbit. Not the movies, though, the book. I haven't seen the movie. Green is up himself. But the rest of the dwarves, for the most part, are friendly. Hilly and Philly positively pally. And that's at the start.
I've come to the conclusion your Elder-in-Chief is not fond of guests.
Fond? That's near a quarter of it. He hates them with seething passion. But you're damned lucky.
Why's that?
Let you in, didn't he? Mahakam was cordoned off completely from the outside world for many a long year. Clans finally forced Bruver to at least let in peddlers and emissaries. Though he dragged his feet as long as he could.
Aww. Must mean you've got to be pretty hardy to ice fish here.
Quiet, wench. Or you'll scare the fish off.
Wench. Oh, you've got to be a brave man. My queen, there were bodies of dwarven miners trapped beneath the ice sheet, likely swallowed by the river. It's too late for them now, but their equipment's recoverable, though bear in mind should any fall in, they'd freeze to death in the blink of an eye. Okay. It's a risk I'm willing to take, which gets me 100 wood, 100 gold, couple of... loses me 2 men, gets me a card frame. Or I shan't profit from another's misfortune. I am not going to start excavating dead bodies when I want to try and make a good impression. Strikes me. Dwarves have a hard time on camera. They made Gimli comic relief and 13 and The Hobbit were a combination of comic relief and arseholes with no decent characters. Okay. He did indeed. Leave. Let's have a look. Dear guest, to make your stay in Mahakam a merry one that doesn't end with you rolling down the cliff in a barrel, do us all a favour and stick to these rules written by me, Elder-in-Chief, Bruverhoog. Don't go sticking your nose into others' affairs. You fondle it, you buy it. Don't question our laws. Get out as quick as you can. Don't bother me. Like... Feels. Anyone have anything to say?
Always good to see the Queen. How can I help you?
We shall return to this conversation later.
No skin off my back. We see each other, you're...
Okay. I worry about those two. I can't decide if they're plotting. Because I like that the inn gradually gets more and more crowded. Unfortunately, we left the little psycho back in the forests because she wanted to commit genocide and I didn't particularly want to. How many? See, I've got quite a lot of them. 3 of them. I'm not sure I want to. I have 5 stray slingers. No wonder I couldn't move for the bastards earlier. Okay. Oh, gold. Checking Belmont. Right, okay. You see, they're no less terrifying when they look like that. Come on then. Let's be having you. Elder Hoog once instructed his secretary Grommick to prepare a list of all the caves, caverns and grottos in Mahakam. I never learned why such information had become a priority for the Elder in Chief. Perhaps Groover needed the record for a highly secretive task, or perhaps he'd simply fallen into a sour mood and wished to bring the secretary down with him. In any case, the census of Mahakam's underground caverns was never completed. Grommick had disappeared without a trace. None never discovered his true fate, yet the bones that continued to pile up and gather dust at the threshold of Mahakam's darkest caves serve well enough to spark one's imagination. But this is a standard battle. This one's played for points. Basically stuck with what am I going to be facing? I don't know. So it's never a bad idea to have him. Right, what are we up against? A full monster deck. Oh yay. Right, so I start with Geso Footman, so I don't think there's much problem. Huh. As I'm going first, they haven't deployed anything. But nobody has their deploy action. So I may as well bring it in.
Sod it. Sod it all.
Oh, that's handy. That's a useful thing. Right, given that, I can go up there. That may as well.
Left, right, left, right.
A lot of enemies. Oh, God. Up yours, Harpy. Deathwish spawn a Harpy. Yeah, maybe not. This turn's end spawn Harpy. Fantastic. Right. Can I do 9 points of damage in one fell swoop? That would be lovely. I don't want to play everybody I've got.
Again and again and again.
Random enemy by 2, so it could end up spawning at me.
Cork it.
Oh, snack it. What? Forktail consumed the 3 lowest allies. Well, bollocks. At least he was a wuss. When he got eaten, that could have been worse. says optimistic. It is a bit, isn't it? Chomp. Yeah. You knew that would spawn a harpy. That come.
One boat.
Oh no, we're good. Plays 9. I am inclined to let that go, to be honest. See what happens. Oh, I think we've just found out what Jade figurine's for. Okay, my redrawing. Hang on to her this time. I think I was actually dead. Okay. That I will leave. And Knickers stays on, as to her. Okay. What did you eat, Knickers? Who did you eat? Good Lord. Huh, okay. He ate someone of mine, I just have no idea who. Done. It's all good. Everyone feeling okay?
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Yeah, he ate the last guy who didn't give him belly rubs. Yes! I love it. He's gorgeous. That's the kind of dog I could... Ah! Oh, whoops, nobody had loyal abilities. Well, I want to make him more to you, basically.
Hey?
Do with Dimertium bomb at this stage. Kinda tempted to set things on fire, just on general grounds. To deploy one card. Come on, what you gonna do? Going for evens, are we? Right.
When will you ever learn?
Obsessed. Okay. Okay. Anything with 2 points would take enough damage to kill it. That's worth it. Oh. That says hopefully. That was a bit optimistic of me, wasn't it?
I smell a leak.
Everybody's setting fire to everything else. Oh, fog off. I'm killing my dog. Okay. Alone this fight, which is slightly annoying.
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
Does she? Not 100% on that, mate. I play 70. Unless I get to draw something this turn, I am up. Proverbial. Okay. Actually got slightly lucky there. I don't know if I have that. What is that? Slizzard! Oh, great. I guess I can find out.
For you, pal! Anything.
Okay, play one trinket from your deck, or damage a unit by 10 if it was destroyed, deal any remaining damage to a unit. That'll be left hook then, please. Say goodbye to your armor, thanks. Me and wolves are having issues. Right, so it's 30 plays 27. It's not going into well.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
I think I'll wait until next turn and see if he's fireballing me. Right.
For Rivia!
This is not enough. Close, but it's not enough, unfortunately. No. Those things are nasty. Yeah. Okay. Right. That is incredibly useful. She is less so. Boost allies by 2 and down 2. Useful overall, but not wildly so. And we still don't know what that does. If we can do this a bit quicker this time.
Gotta get our asses moving.
Just have to. That's a problem.
Don't like this.
Fine, mate. I don't know what it does. Frankly, I'm quite lucky to kill the infiltrator. Soon as. That would be appreciated. Oh, you couldn't all be the same bloody hit points, could you? No. And that was why I was kind of hoping. Straight infiltrator does cut both ways, very much so.
For you, pal! Anything.
I obviously don't have bottom pockets. Okay. Tempted to just throw this match. But if he wants to go in like a slizzard or something. You know what? Pass this. Yeah, but it also gets rid of the frost, I hope. That's a better thing. I would rather have you where I can see. Actually, not as useful. Every channel. Ah, there's a 33% chance of damaging all the units on the road. Right. Okay, that's why it wasn't. Leave my dog alone. Seriously, stop setting fire to my dog. Right. That was me. Okay. Good night, Alexia. Have a good one. But you too, yeah.
I smell a leak.
Right. Take me.
No time for that!
My goal at the moment is to try and use as few cards as possible. So I think I'm losing round again, but I'm already 1 round down. I need to win it quite hard. Right, now I've got my infiltrator back. I really, really want him to burn through as many cards as he has got. Gosh, I get to do a whole point of damage. He hasn't refreshed yet. Oh, that's pleasant. And I have taken quite a lot of damage this turn. It's good.
When will you ever learn?
Okay. Suddenly I feel slightly happier. I said slightly, I didn't see good. Okay. Boost allies at random by the total damage taken. That was worth doing. Am I going to?
Arbalist at your command.
do 3 points of damage, which one you can get through that armor at this stage. Okay. Got one. That's fine, okay.
Discipline shall bring us victory!
Oh, this should make life interesting. Yay! Okay, 87 plays 33. I'm feeling slightly happier this round. And yeah, she was going down this round. Only had 2 hit points left. Right. I'm gonna do 2 points of damage. A big. Whoop. Not actually help the situation.
Ice cars? No, they don't hurt.
Right. Okay. That plays 92. Frankly, I'm better off wiping out the 2s. Okay, I would like you to kidnap that one. Okay. 80 plays 34, and he's got 4 cards left. So I can only do a point of damage, but I can do it. Okay. Kind of relying on my slingers. That. And you're making me go first, you bastard. Right, okay.
Cursed traitors.
Get him in first. Right off with you.
Bigger they are, easier they are to touch.
True. Probably, I put too much into the last round. I should have stopped it. Do with a heal at this stage, but no. 6 plays 6. Yeah, this is going well. This is my last play.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
No, No, he's happy. Right, okay. Yay! How to demonstrate I am totally appalling at card game. Not bad having those two. Never did figure out what that one does. Just go on with this, I'm sorry. Yes, we'll have that. Let's see what the guests are for. Yep.
Sod it. Sod it all.
There's a shocker. Right. Actual card play. I can move that. That can move up. Am I just going to pass with that? That's tempting, actually. Every turn on turn start, damage lowest unit on this row by 2. Ow. That's tempting, actually. Kill all allies and boost. He's either got to surrender or he's going to have to throw cards he doesn't want to at me. Now I'm going to pass. That's a Draken spend. But he blew through way more cards than I did. Win 2 rounds. Yeah. Won't be a problem.
For Rivia!
Right.
You sure about that?
Yeah. Do 2 points of damage. Either of one of those is judge is you Harpy. Yay. Could really do with taking out armor.
This could hurt.
Hope so. I'll stay. Right. Okay, this actually isn't going as badly as I thought it would. So I am 6 behind. Vivian Horn will do it. Won't do it by much. It'll do it. Yes, bastard. Nope, not bastard. I'm glad I set fire to that back road now. And where were you when I needed you, Gascon? Okay. Where started you to go on? It's just getting him 3 harpies at this stage. 3 harpies. Get them here. They're up. They're lovely. Hey. Actually put the person into play yet. A random ally from your graveyards. Okay.
What do you want of me?
I would very much like Xavier, but unfortunately, it's not actually all that useful.
Ice scars? No, they don't hurt.
Thank you for letting me boost Gascon up to 14. Fun there.
Left, right, left, right.
Okay. At least it's fritzing their armor. Okay. That one. Yeah. Oh, that's handy.
Again and again and again.
That is very handy. I can go right off walls. 60 place 20. I'm up. Ah! 20 plays 46. Okay, I feel slightly happier.
I'm a more certain.
Watch your heads!
Okay, I may as well set fire to that one. Not a lot in it, to be honest. Right. Order abilities. Dead even so far. Oh, well, there's fun. Okay. Lyria! Oh, for the love of little green fish bits. Wish I had the jade figurine now. Eat him. Right.
When will you ever learn?
Thanks. I feel loved. Oh, awesome. Right, okay. I thought I'd taken a lot of damage this round. 4 points. Ah! Oh, in case. Fair enough. 10. 8 points in. Duh. And then deploy Gascon.
Quick and painful this'll be.
Really glad I don't have another round. That was vicious. Ish. Loot and loot. Not kidding about the shell mob being unpleasant. This Avatar border in the Gwent multiplayer game. Epic loot. Okay. Don't play it, but yay. The loot though I haven't picked up. What am I missing? Ah, hello. People of the hills, we hereby order 5 barrels of cured beef, 40 bits of juniper sausage, 5 sides of pork. Okay. Payment issued in gold. Warning, goods must be tightly packed so as not to attract monsters. We bear no responsibility for accidents. Elder Vafinek of Van Ferink. Oops. Yeah, hate to have to break it to you, mate, but your sausages didn't get there. Right, I need to jig. Excellent. Much though I like the stray slingers, I don't know that I need. So really, the Lyrian Pathfinders. Well, not fantastic, I have to say. Like a copy of him, please. That would be... Lyrian Scythemen are interesting. Their loyal ability is to boost themselves by 7. Which in the straight points battle, necessarily a bad idea. Ian Sappers had potential. Huh. Oh, I don't. Copies of this card. I would like them. Right, okay. Back to the workshop. Decreases the gold cost of creating units by 25%. That cost me almost all the gold I've got. How much? Yeah, not yet. Go to cards and like. Let's have these samples. Hello, achievement unlocked. Train your first Renard unit. Okay. First Nilfgaardian who tried to slip across our line was a right sneaky bastard. Did our best, but I think a piece or two of him got past us. That's horrible, but funny. With only 2 Rivian pikemen, I'm inclined to say why bother. Up the little pathfinders. Lyrian the Hadjuk. 1 charge to the card on the right. Okay, that's interesting. Pointers do I? Worth at least. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do with this. Finals. She's left-handed. Don't quite know why I hadn't. Well, apparently she is left-handed because she carries a sword left-handed. Right. Not doing that. Dead guys, that's... Yes. Battle to death with skunk.
The dwarves are demanding a pretty sum, but their steel's worthy of any crown.
Okay, that's good to know. Which is what way? Got the point of interest over here. Loot. Shed load of stuff going on over there. Well, send out scouts. And head east. Your Majesty, a human traveller. He's offered to sell us a treasure map. Says he sorted out once, but caught in a blizzard and now fears a return to the mountains. Yet he swears by the gods, should we follow it exactly, we shall uncover untold riches. Buy it for 50, seize it, or I'm not interested. What do we think? So I'm kind of tending towards I'll buy it, because I've got over 2,000 gold. Yeah, the maps are entertaining because you have to actually match them to the locale. Okay, so I'm looking for a mine head, 2 pine trees, and a broken rail. Yep, buying it is. Slightly concerned here seems to have a nasty chill. Oh, I love it. The snow is sparkling. Oh, that's lovely. Not happy about the avalanche concept, but hey. Another point of interest going there. Lonely Rock.
Meve noted a crowd of dwarves. They were several dozen, many holding baskets brimming with dried sausages, soft, puffy pretzels, and jugs of frothy beer.
Now
What
I'm
is this
hungry.
gathering?
She asked Gabor.
These folk, they're the parents of youngsters who are to return today from their Dreckthag.
Okay, no. Pardon me?
Gabor proceeded to explain that the Dreckthag was a trek upon which the local dwarves would embark when they reached maturity. During this year-long voyage, young folk would taste of life beyond their home. Yet if they failed to return on time, they would be stripped of all rights and privileges accorded to Mahakam's natives.
See,
Hey.
in recent years, young folks' blood's been boiling on account of the strict laws in force here.
Gabor added.
So, we send them out. Let them taste life in the lowlands. Once they've learned for themselves what it's like to live among humans, they come back and ain't likely to complain.
I was trying to remember the term, but yeah, Rumspringa is the...
Customarily, only a few dwarves ever decided to remain in the valleys for good. That year, however, was different.
Deadline's the Mora. And 40 Dreckthagers still haven't returned.
Their parents now worried if some misfortune had not befallen them. The Mahakam Guard had sent out patrols to the near reaches of the valleys. They returned not having seen anything distressing, while the humans living at the foot of the massif had been largely unwilling to talk.
Oh,
The
why?
guard captain, a dwarf with a fiery red beard, removed his helmet, wiped the sweat from his brow, and addressed Meve.
Your Majesty, we need to find our youth. Perhaps you'd be willing to go out and search. Human folk are more like to tell you if they saw anything out of the ordinary of late. Naturally, there'd be something in it for you too.
Of course I'm going to look for them. Don't be idiots.
One could say I myself have lost a son,
Meve gripped the captain's hand firmly.
and I know well the pain that comes. I shall do all in my might to spare you at least that.
Meve set off, the hopeful gazes of the dwarven parents bidding her farewell.
Uh-huh. She's lost a son, or will as soon as she can stick her sword through his guts.
The queen sent a scout ahead. Sometime later, she heard his horn. 3 blasts. 2 short, 1 long.
An ambush!
Meve expected to combat beasts or robbers. Yet upon her force descended warriors with squirrel tails attached to their helms.
Oh no.
Scoia'tael.
Oh god. Eve was prepared for clashes with brigands, monsters and Nilfgaardians, but Scoia'tael, in the high mountains near the very gates of Mahakam? What did they seek? The Queen did not know, yet one conclusion seemed clear. At the very least, they sought her head on a pike. Oh, I'm going to have to kill these guys very, very hard. I remember what they did to the tree full of prisoners. Bloody Scoia'tael. Oh, bastards of the First War. Okay, that's actually not a bad shout for the starters.
Scoia'tael! Don't let them escape!
Scoia'tael.
Oh, if anyone's got any hooch left.
Sod off! Dwarven Mercenary, damage up to 2 enemies by 3. Vulnerability, damage an enemy by 5 and its adjacent unit by 2. Jeez Louise. Okay, fine.
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
Okay, I haven't deployed anyone yet. Actually...
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Right. Consider yourself trampled.
You shall taste of your own medicine.
Oh, fuck off! All the way, thanks, dear. Boost allies damage by 2. Well, there's only 2 people there. Frankly, I'm not sure it's worth it. Dead next.
Oh, Lyrian lummoxes.
I thought I'd taken out the Rivian pikeman. Double check.
Hi-ho! Hi-ho!
You just sarcastically hi-ho me. Every turn on turn end, boost off by 1 if biting frost is on an enemy row. Oh mate, you've got to die. Have to die quite hard, please. Damage is 2. Bugger. Hiya. I think I'll be well. Guys. I'll pass. Works. Hi Renard, nice to see you. Right, what have I got? Thing I do not understand. The ability to steal their toughest units. And short-term fragging. Get the Wagenberg in. Boost it. I can do 4 points of damage to him, but nobody else has got any loyal abilities out.
Right! Come on! Who's fast?
Ah, bog off. Right, okay, fine, if that's what we're doing. This is new. I need to keep him alive. I really... Great, but it's better than the teeth.
We ought to help one or the other.
Oh. Way off. Fine. Eat pitfall trap. Scoia'tael scuzzers. I may possibly not like Scoia'tael very much.
Now we will see who is weak.
Fantastic. Whenever a non-elf unit is destroyed, boost this unit by 2. You know what we're going to do instead? We're going to steal him.
I shall not fail.
Oh, bollocks. Fine. Bid your armor goodbye.
They used to tire my tongue about that.
Sod it. Sod it, sod it. Plays 9. Is it worth it? Or would I be better off surrendering this one? I think. To fold them. Okay. The Jade figurine may have done as much as it can. Ah, that's handy. Boost self by 7, very nice. On his own. Jeez. Really kind. Don't think, to be honest, that the sapper got much to offer. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. What? Right. Yep, what she said, absolutely. Okay.
We got a job to do.
Not sinister at all. Played by Jason Statham.
None shall tread on us!
Hey, did you just boost yourself? Ah! Okay. Oh well, since you're there.
Shh! Cock it!
No chance.
Now we must stick together.
Just killed my dog. I am not happy with it. Right.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
12 points there. But that's all that's happening.
Well, if anyone's got any hooch left.
Okay.
Tell me you jest.
Right, so we can have Oblivion Pikeman, okay.
Pays late. Again.
Actually, there. 4 points damage to him.
Everything all right?
Not really. Very not so much. Isn't unit 6? Oh bollocks. No.
Catch!
Is that might wipe their armor in a minute. I know. It's all going, what's that term? Oh yeah, horribly wrong.
Fear not! We shall achieve our goal!
Possibly a silly thing.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Time to kick ass.
Left, right, left, right.
Right then.
Elven blarney.
Falling in your freaking ambushes. Stop it.
I smell a leak.
Excellent. I'm really happy with those paint jobs.
Aye.
Aye. +58 +59. It's getting close.
Scoia'tael! Attack!
Fuck off. Leave me alone. Okay. Seven. Isn't quite enough to wipe anyone out, unfortunately. But we do people worth 7. Come on, your cooldown can't be that bloody long. Anybody have an ability apart from Xavier? Nope. Yeah, but
Armor won't say.
Okay. The fire do some good.
This is elven land, Dwan, upon which your kind dies.
Oh, yeah. One, two, three, 5, 6, 7, 8 point damage. So that. Okay. Now your entire forest is on fire, so you know. Deal with it.
We must trust each other.
Okay. Anybody got an order ability they haven't used yet? I think so. They didn't a minute ago, and I don't think they do now. Can't give it to me, unfortunately. There's no odds, but never mind. Won this round anyway.
They're so young. No wonder they were easily manipulated.
Yeah. So these were Scoia'tael teenagers. These were all teenager Scoia'tael.
As soon as the battle had come to an end, the prisoners were brought before the Queen. All, without exception, were dwarves, and all looked to be youthful dwarves.
Mystery solved,
muttered Meave. In fact, these were the missing Drekthagers. Instead of returning home, they had enlisted with guerrillas fighting for non-human rights.
Yeah.
But what had prompted so drastic a decision?
Saying non-human rights, as I said, I remember that tree.
I was impatient. Wanted badly to turn 50. I couldn't wait to see human cities. Vitsima, Tretogor, Novigrad.
Said one of the dwarven prisoners while pressing a bandage to a bleeding wound.
And you know the welcome that awaited me there. I was spit upon and called names. I saw ghettos, massacres. And how was I to go back to the mines after that? We must fight while we still can. Before the humans come to cut us down, we must tell the rest of ours the same. Pull all Mahakam into the fight.
Yeah. You know what? Fanatics. You want this 500 gold in your pocket. Absolutely. So, what am I going to do? Business. We are definitely talking about radicalized terrorists here. And like I said, I remember that tree. Which is one of the most horrible things I've seen in a video game.
Maeve's soldiers stood waiting for her to protest, to accuse the dwarf of lying. But the Queen could not pretend she did not understand why the dwarf had taken up arms. Without entering into a discussion, she ordered the prisoners taken to be tried and judged by their kin and elders.
Yep, that's the sensible decision.
The dwarven parents thus got their offspring returned to them, albeit wounded and in chains. Bruva Hoog, who had limitless disdain for the Scoia'tael, demanded the dwarven youth be severely punished for succumbing to the rebels' seductive ideals. In the end, the Drekthagers were sentenced to 50 years' hard labor in the quarries. The Elder-in-Chief believed a half-century of swinging a pickaxe would sufficiently cool the hot heads of these would-be guerrilla fighters.
They came back alive. That's the key part.
The red-headed captain said, handing Meave a pouch as a reward.
And
Nice.
perchance, by the time they're freed, the war twixt the races will be over, eh?
Good luck with that.
What do you think, Queen?
Meave shrugged in response. Perhaps she had no opinion in the matter, or perhaps she simply did not wish to state it aloud.
Yes. Scoia'tael are scuzzbug. Sorry. Neutrality means neglecting our bonds, ignoring our duties, while we sit here fiddling our thumbs. Our lowland brethren are dying in pogrom after pogrom. Dwarves of Mahakam, seize arms and join the Skytell. Down with the one. Nobody is coming out well from this. Right, yeah, I need to play with my command center because I definitely accidentally Vivian Pikeman. I didn't want to. Right, okay. So who have I got? Add to. They're slow, it's the problem. That one's got potential. Got 2 strays bombers, 2 arbalists. Do with another Lyrian arbalist. Trouble is, I lost a lot of arbalists when I stopped being weak. Understandably. God damn you. Okay.
Might be in jail, but at least they're back. That's most important.
$50-year stretch. Very different proposition when you're... Oh, good. I've been hoping for that. Right, at 10 different shrines. Suppose that was it. A railhead outside. Winterfin. I reckon that is where my treasure map leads to. Cash to send scouts. Useful to me. Oh, yeah. Oh yes, I can now afford the next level of content. So, what do people reckon? Because I know it's been a while since I played this. How do people feel about Thronebreaker these days? I'm still really... I had forgotten how much fun it is. Ooh, looky, there's all sorts of stuff to have to do here. Loads of things to kill and eat. Quick. Oh, maybe that's not the right minehead. Trees. Save yourself, dude.
Bonny homes, eh? Just slightly different from those straw-covered kludges of yours.
Say bonny, I say bunker.
The Queen noted a building with unusually lavish ornamentation, including shining bronze roof tiles and glistening rock crystal window panes. An important clan dwelled there, Gabor explained. The Brecon Riggs.
Could you introduce me?
Meve asked.
Perhaps I can convince them to intercede with Bruver on my behalf.
The clan head, Iva, invited Meve to an exquisite feast. But when she broached the subject of the war raging just outside Mahakam's borders, the dwarf changed the subject at once. Looking around the interior, Meve quickly understood why. The walls were ordained with Nilfgaardian tapestries and rugs. Gifts from friendly Imperial envoys, no doubt. Meve prepared to leave, convinced she had wasted her time, when someone clasped her shoulder and pulled her into a darkened room.
Oh, strikes me as not a good idea.
Her kidnapper turned out to be a young dwarf. Female, it seemed, dressed in her nightshirt. She introduced herself as Iva's daughter, Eudora Breckenriggs, and openly admitted she had eavesdropped on Meve's dinner conversation.
Listen, me dad's stubborner than an old goat, but I'll convince him to help ye. For a wee favour, that is.
What?
Trust you as far as I
I
can
want you to steal something from the clan archive. Historiae Mahakamorum, 'tis called. See, me dad won't let me betroth me sweetekin Zoltan. Says the codex forbids marrying a dwarf who's left the mountains. But there's precedent. Just such a case described in that document. If I can show it to Da, he'll have to change his mind.
Meve felt sympathy for Eudora and wanted to help her, especially considering the favor Eudora could do her in return. But she fully realized if her attempt to break into the archive ended badly, it would result in a tremendous scandal Bruver Hoog would not soon forget.
Well, I'm pretty much going to have to flatten the monsters anyway, I suspect. And if our other half is Zoltan Chive, I'm going to have to. He doesn't like me anyway.
The pot's worth the play, I believe. Fine. I accept your offer.
They then shook hands, sealing the deal. Meve had to bite her tongue to stop from crying out, for the young she-dwarf had the grip of a brawny blacksmith.
Probably was.
Meve returned to her company, and, massaging her sore hand, presented Eudora's offer. Gascon volunteered for the task at once.
Thievery's my forte. The dwarves won't notice a single mothball out of place.
Gascon snuck into the archive under the cover of darkness. Just as he was tucking Eudora's desired document into his cloak, he heard dwarven boots clanking down the stairs.
Damn it!
Gascon swore.
I can't let them catch me.
Oh, hellfire. At the campfire, Gascon had proclaimed himself a true master of stealth. He claimed he could cross the Novigrad market in full light of day, wearing naught but a jester cap with bells, and not a soul would notice. Well, the time had come for the Duke of Dogs to show his bark had some bite. Gascon light-footed to the bottom right of the battle. With Gascon, okay, puzzle, here we come. Okay. Find me. Move self to an adjacent vertical or horizontal position. Oh. Use a Mahakam guard and fall to turn round. Wait for a Mahakam guard to take a step. God. This is going to go so badly wrong. Unit will be spotted if located 3 positions away from a Mahakam guard. Right. Wildly keen on this then, but never mind. garden for.
Huh? Who's there? What a nub. That was close.
Okay. This is an interesting one. I suspect this is going to take me a little while. Sort out.
Ah! Stop! Who's there?
Bollocks. Okay. Pay attention to their facings. Yeah, this is very different. We've got choose a Mahakam guard to force them to turn around, and turn around. I don't. Those are wait for them. Okay, this one's weird. I rather like it, but it's really strange.
Huh? Who's there? What a nub. That was close.
I think it's now pointing that way. Theoretically. Go there.
Yeah.
Really don't want to go there. Really not. Hold breath and begin. Okay. Right, gotcha.
Stop!
Damn.
Who's there?
Yeah, that was going to go wrong. Knew that was going to go wrong. Wanted to go the other way. Okay. Sticking with tricky, are you, fish? Yeah, I think I'm starting to get the hang of it.
Ah! Yeah.
Go that way.
Who's there? What a nub. That was close. Ah!
Okay.
Stop!
No!
Who's there?
Damn, did not expect him to take a step there. Right, I think I'm on the right track, however. That was a muck-up. That was a definite muck-up on my part. Right. Okay. sir, need to turn round.
Huh? Who's there?
Nobody.
What a nub. That was close.
He's now going to take a step. So I am going to wait here. Does. And then bollocks this one up. Okay.
Yeah.
I would very much like for you to turn around, but get spotted next turn.
Piece of cake.
Stop! Who's there?
Yeah. This one is an absolute fast wipe of the first water.
Huh? Who's there?
Nobody.
What a nub. That was close.
Okay, the blue cards force the guard to move before I do. I have a horrible feeling next move he's going to spot me. Don't want him to. So I'm going to send him back the way he came.
Piece of cake.
Last two times you said that, mate, you got caught. So, you know, if you could not, that would be appreciated. Huh? I've got to place something.
Just a bit more.
I know.
Easy as pie.
There we go. That went better. I was thinking in terms of the puzzle in the wrong direction, basically.
Luckily, Gascon managed to do the deed quietly, so the dwarves never found out who had broken in. As agreed, Neve handed Eudora the stolen document.
Ha!
The dwarf shouted, raising the parchment in a triumphant gesture.
Da can't do nothing to stop her making vows now. I've got to write Zoltan right quick. Thanks. Thanks a million times over.
Almir's horn. Does? Forward to finding out what it...
And Eudora did her part too. Soon after, the Queen learned there'd been a gathering of the clans, and Ivor had indeed spoken on her behalf.
Oh.
She could only hope the elder Breckenriggs had swayed Bruva Hoog as well.
Excellent stuff. Right, what does that do? Amir's Horn. Permanent resilience. Whenever an ally appears, strengthen it by 1 and give it 1 armor. Wow. Okay, yeah, that's worth having. We don't know what the Bone Talisman does. We've never known what the Bone Talisman does. We don't know what that does. No, that's a trophy. Trinket. Oh. Oh. So that reduces her cooldown by 1. And that strengthens an ally by 1 and gives it 1 armor. It's got to be that one. Illyrian banner is nice. But I'm wondering about bringing back in Modern Vengeance. Destroy the highest ally and play 2 allies from your graveyard. It's a nice but. And Alza's Thunder, the damage a unit by 10 and adjacent units by 4. Again, very nice. Meridian Bomb, restore all enemy units to their base power. That would effectively neuter the dragon I was being hit on it. Okay. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. Your Grace, the owner of this trading post, a dwarf by the name of Branko Dalberg, has invited you to browse his wares. How shall I respond? Right, so I could do with the extra cash, to be honest, and I seem to be finding wood all over the place. Yeah, I think as a default I'll leave it in, but I am happy to swap back and forth. I mean, that's what they expect you to do. Loot over here.
Eudora Breckenriggs Chive. Oh, I truly like the sound of that.
Yep, Sultan Chive's other half. I think he mentioned his other half being called side. Way through, and I managed to not. Quite possible. I'd live without the hints of avalanche, because that's a little bit on the disconcerting side. Take the pretty, aren't I? No. Trying to get over there. Oh, down there. No, he's over there. It. Barlander, bat, blind as a... Oh no. Yes, she can fly. For some reason I was just looking at that as an arch, not a bridge. Pull. Take the people, and there's my treasure. Little. Go. Oh, cool. I've got Gabor from the multiplayer. Funky. Thank you for that, Mickey. I was clearly being as blind as the proverbial. And he's a good card too. There's nothing up there because that's what Avalon. Oh. So, up past these guys. And I've got a point of interest. Of course I have. Hello.
Ah, you thundering dope! I told you to hold your horses or you'll shake the hitch loose.
Oh, now you're a bleeding expert, are you? You overloaded the damn cart, that's why it's busted.
A wagon lay strewn across the middle of the road. Behind it stood others, some loaded with gold, jewels, and other valuables, others groaning under barrels of pickled meat. Each dwarf had his own theory about how the accident had come about, and thundered it out to all and sundry, peppered with choice invectives.
I'm not
An
sure
odd
about
caravan.
Meave said.
They don't look like merchants.
Nah, they ain't.
Gabor answered.
Dwarves of the Ferens clan, carrying gifts for the Drake.
Oh.
Remember Keltulus? When he took roost here, Ferences fought him for near a century. Then the dragon got weary of fighting and they realised he weren't going nowheres, so they cut a deal. He didn't bother them. They give him what he needs.
Well, well. And these offerings they send often?
Every week. Excuse me, got to separate them lads, or they tear out each other's beards. Hey there! Cool your idiot heads!
Tell me that you didn't cut a deal with the dragon.
Gabor managed to douse his brethren's fiery tempers, but the wagon still lay across the road, blocking all traffic.
Queen,
said Xavier.
it is an easy repair. I've the tools, the parts. Need but your permission.
Of course. Go see what can be done.
I like him.
Xavier did indeed make quick work of the problem. Within moments, the wagon was rolling smoothly down the road, good as new.
Well, shaft me, your highness,
said one of the dwarves.
Your engineer's got a pate like stewed meat, but he kens his trade, that's for certain.
I'll convey your words to him. Or at least part of them.
Me and the lads will be on our way now, but first, take this. Bit of gold by way of thanks.
Yeah, I'm not arguing. He is so the guy from Sharp. Fish if you're still around. Yeah, I'll take the
Thank you.
Meave said, accepting the surprisingly heavy pouch.
In wartime, every copper counts.
The dwarf bowed in parting, shook the snow off his beard, then rejoined his caravan. Within a few moments, the wagons had disappeared around the bend.
Cool. Okay. Milady, this forge belongs to a famous armourer by the name of Nico Skaggs. Truly, never in my life have I seen finer studded leather and mail. He's willing to sell, but not for coin, for he's buried up to his neck in it. Instead, he asks for labour, new hands he can train to work at his forge. Handful of volunteers or films? I think since I've recruited a bunch of people, I don't mind giving them up. Yeah. Let's choose to believe that I'm trading dwarves. I'm sorry, I got a unicorn being built. still getting rid of those 400. My eyes open, get extra points. Okay, hello. Yikes. I don't need to fuss with the training grounds.
Yes, milady?
Those dwarves really liked you.
Other matters await my attention. We shall speak later.
As you wish, my lady.
Yeah, he's definitely the sapper who got blown up sharp. Hell of a coincidence, if not. Okay, I don't know quite what's going on over there, but I think the dragon's probably a bit pissed off. That's not good. Billy? Hi.
A pillar of smoke rose above the mountains, and a sooty aroma filled the air.
Fire!
Gabor said, then took a deep sniff.
Perhaps a bolt struck some barren trees?
No.
Meave said curtly.
I know that scent too well. All Edirn reeked of it. It's the smell of burning homes.
The Lyrians quickened their gait. Soon they saw a town fully aflame, and a roaring, furious dragon above it.
That's your Keltanis?
Gascon asked, shielding his eyes from the sharp glare emanating from the city.
You were right. Perfectly harmless.
Dinna ken what's got his knickers in a bunch,
the dwarf said, grabbing his axe from his belt.
Queen, we got to make haste to the rescue.
Probably because I accepted the gold that should have gone to his tribute. Help fight the dragon, please.
Meave called out.
Have our men wet their cloaks for a modicum of fire protection. We move as soon as they're done.
Your Grace, they are but common soldiers. To fight a dragon.
I know, but we must help them, or at least try.
While Reynard went to pass on the order, Meave turned to Gabor.
This dragon, has it any weakness?
Fear not,
said the somber dwarf.
Except a fondness for raw meat.
Meave nodded and swallowed dryly. Despite the cold, she felt sweat pour down her scalp. Stifling her fear, Meave gave the order to attack, and her soldiers rode into the flaming city.
Okay. Suddenly...
From up close, Keltalis looked even more terrifying. Though enormous, he moved with shocking agility, like a lizard scurrying over sand. With one swing of his paw, he snapped the necks of 3 dwarves, then bisected a 4th with a powerful bite. After that, he turned his attention to the Lyrians.
More of you!
He said, twisting his bloody maw into a horrifying smile.
God!
Suddenly, the 4 guys I traded to the blacksmith are sat there going, we're fine here. We wanted a trade, it's all good. I am gonna get my ass. Before Meave arrived in Mahakam, she'd only ever imagined dragons, fantasized about them based on worn engravings and troubadours' tales. Now would she see not only see one in the flesh, she would attempt to slay it. The very thought paralyzed her with fear. How to wound a beast with scales harder than steel, or defend against fire fiercer than that of the hottest furnace. Is that all I've got to do? Eliminate Keltalis. Oh boy. Ave Imperator. This battle will last very, very little time, I suspect. Yeah. There's not going to be any point using that one, because he'll be immune. I suspect he's probably immune to fire as well. That might be... guessing that I'm just gonna have to take it and see what happens.
Behind me! Stay together!
The force of my ego will defend us. Okay. 60. Every turn on turn start, spawn fire on the opponent's side. After 3 turns, move the opponent's side and damage all units there by 1. Oh.
It's not too late to walk away.
Yeah, you say that now.
I smell a leak.
Yeah, to be honest, you're there for your hit points at the moment, Bombers, because it's a fire-breathing dragon. Yeah, it's not too late to run away. Yeah, give it time. Anybody else have loyal abilities while I'm here? Damage by 2, damage by... So, I mean, I can do 8 points of damage. Woo. Yes. Let's do it. Make myself feel slightly better about the situation. Okay, good night, night. Sleep well.
Up and kill the dragon. It has to be possible.
Yeah. Hey. So we've got to do direct damage to the bastard.
Hammer done in a jiffy.
Damage a unit by 10. Yes, please. Oh.
Ah, shite! He's raging now! Watch out!
Now what am I supposed? Every turn on turn start, phase to force 2 adjacent units to duel this unit. After 3, oh my god. Okay, fine. Didn't actually mean to boost him as well, but well, this is pleasant. Don't want to heal all allies. Really don't want to heal all allies. I wonder.
Give me a time.
Yes, I can. Okay. That's pleasant.
Your Grace, we're taking losses!
Yeah, I know. A freaking dragon. Here once.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Okay.
Order!
Nasty. This is just bloody nasty. However. Yes. Yes.
That day, many Lyrians perished, either to the dragon's all-consuming fire or to its flesh-rending claws. Yet their sacrifice was not in vain.
I be
Together with the
dragon.
dwarves, they were able to grievously wound Celtulis, forcing him to flee.
Flee.
The howls of the wounded monster rang throughout the valley.
Don't think this is going to go well long term, but short term, I beat a dragon. 15 goes to get past the stealth section. First time out with the dragon.
That's right, howl, you scurvy snake! Shouldn't he ever attacked us, eh? Damn fuel lizard!
Meave, that's Vavrenik, elder of the town and all the Ferences.
My regards and condolences.
Yeah, we overpopulated.
Eh, tain't so bad. If nae for ye, wouldn't there be a stone left unrubbled? To be honest, when I caught wind some human queen come to Mahakam looking for aid, I said a crocus would sprout twixt my cheeks afore I'd vote aye on that. Gonna be a fear to look in my breeches after, but changed my mind. After what I saw today, what ye did for us, you've the support and undying gratitude of all Ferences.
Thank you. Faced with a Nilfgaardian peril, that means a great deal.
Forgive me for interrupting this tear-tugging scene of interracial reconciliation, but I can't hold back no longer. Vavrenik! Double shice! What happened? Why'd Celtulis attack?
Yeah, this is what I want to know.
I ken as much as ye, meaning squat diddly. Just flew up, started spewing flames, half the town lit up in a flash.
Sheepshank! 300 years I've been a good neighbour.
What's done's done. Gotta think about the future. The Drake's just taking a breather. Gotta finish him off for his regained form.
Meaning we haven't much time. He heals like an alchemist's pup. And the nearest guards are miles away. He'll be up flying again before they get here.
Aye, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Perhaps, your grace, you'd,
What? Jest you must.
I ken you're tired frae the fight, dinna want to risk casualties, etc. But remember, the beast's sleeping on a bed of gold and rubies. All belonging by right to Brother, of course. But if quibbling some wandered off, he'd nae notice.
Oh God, am I going to fight him again? Of course I be. I don't want the gold. I need his vote.
I admit that does alter my calculations. Besides, the dragon was badly wounded.
Putting it featherly, blood poured out of him like a leaky bladder. Just needs a coup de grace.
Fine. I'll do the deed.
Ken you'd see the light.
Oi, Vavrenik, Vavrenik. This lady's gonna make your rump a regular crocus garden.
Aye, Queen's doing us a great service. One that'll profit us both.
So, where is Celtulis's lair?
North of here. It's a vast cavern. Ye canna miss it.
And then how much you may want to try.
Meve bid farewell to Vavrenek and set out on her way. Did her way lead to the dragon's lair, you ask? Shh. Let's not spoil the surprise.
I'm sorry, but does anyone want to replace the fourth wall? Mine appears to be broken. That was a worrying fight. Okay, I need... Over the place. I'm guessing that's where it goes. I feel the need to go for a little bit of a wander before we get there, because there's loot to be had. Well, a lot of loot, in fact. Weirdly, back this way. Okay, so let's deal with the loot here. And then I will pop back down and head round there. Yeah, this there. It's what hell, yeah, what the hell. His stuff.
That stings. Got a blow on it a little.
Okay. I'm not blowing on anything, mate. On your own there. Oh, yeah, I just saved you from a dragon. I'm therefore stealing every single... Right. A fast travel. Don't use it. Exist for a reason. Yeah. Right, what we got? Mark added. Haha, oh good. Point of interest up there. Couple of puzzle fights go. It's fine. This is actually making me feel cold looking at it. Right, I am going to... So I've been on hours now. I'm going to take a brief bio break and then I will be back in a mo and we can deal with these puzzle fights. So, see thee soon. Back in the mo. appearance is to the contrary. I am only... I've just realised, this is a very 50s look, isn't it? That's what's been bugging me. Okay. Is there anything? Right, so I haven't stolen up there. Acting like she believes at all it's going to auto on all but. How's this possible? Madness, pure madness. Everywhere looks exactly the same. How am I supposed to remember? So many corridor shafts and chambers. Have to keep moving. But then what? I don't remember. Treasure, but what kind? Somebody's in a plot loss situation. Them. Mahakam is not unlike an iceberg. What's visible on the surface is but a tiny fraction of the whole. In order to truly grasp the enormity of the Dwarven realm, one must venture beneath the surface, the earth, traverse miles-long passages, peer into chasms that seem to stretch into eternity. Depths of Myria. Really? Before long, foreigners can begin to lose all sense of time and space. The mine shafts appear identical, one after another, as if a mirror fashioned mountain crystal. Look into the eye of your foe. What separates you is... Okay. Oh, what? Use the stone and swap it with the stone that's left. If there's none, move it to the rightmost. Oh, right, okay. So, do I need to mirror what my opponent has? Oh, okay. I need to reflect theirs, not mine. Right, alright. That actually needs to make its way all the way along. Started building it from the wrong end. Okay. Now I need that red. And I've got a limited number of moves to do it. Yay! Yeah, I've got a limited number of moves and I hosed it. Right, let's try that again, shall we, children? Okay, so I've got 10 moves. 10 moves in which to make that a duplicate. So... thing. Yes! Suddenly had a have I got them the wrong way round, but no, I was okay. That was nasty. Didn't like that at all. Not happy with that one. You know, I think unless it's something specific, that may be more general use to me than the jade figurine. So that was the same puzzle. In one and out the other. Funky. Right, now. Best off fast travelling back up there. This place.
trust a boarhead, and what do you get? A singed bahookie.
Translation. What is a bahookie? What is a singed one? Oh yeah, trust that bridge. Ideas. Langscooth. A lens that makes objects appear in more distance. Spudscope. A subterranean periscope used in potato cultivation. Double gaff. A two-sided fork. Hyponic soleil. Snowshoes for horses. Can also be used for backets. Clucklux. Gucci's for chickens. Lamiyam, a lamp derived from pheasant tube. What? I'm sorry. I've been eating the funny mushrooms.
Every year more monsters crawl out for spring cleaning. Remember, if you pass a snail en route to the mine, share a wee bite with him.
I'll take a wee bite out of him? Hey. So, puzzle, got a point of interest. Loot, big ass fight. Yes, it's basically quite an interesting place. Okay. Oh, cutscene. Let's see.
Meave squinted, the better to see the scene. Several dozen dwarves had gathered on the cliff overlooking the chasm.
Those are elven elves.
All were turned towards a ramp, at the peak of which stood a barrel.
What is that gathering about?
Asked the queen.
Have we a feast day?
Nay,
Answered Gabor grimly.
'tis an execution.
A hairy head peeked out of the barrel. The long, pointy nose and ears left no doubt that it belonged to a gnome.
Oh, Gnomi.
The first Meave had ever seen in her life.
That's be the last.
The gnome yelled.
They aim to kill me! Cast me in the chasm!
Shut your maw!
Barked the dwarf standing next to him, who then shoved the gnome inside the barrel and covered it with a lid.
Your crimes! The sheer weight of it, hey! No lighter punishment is fitting!
The other gathered dwarves nodded approvingly. Two gripped the barrel, lay it on its side, then lifted it to cast in the chasm, paying the thumping from inside it no heed.
What exactly did he do?
Meave leapt from her horse, and ignoring Gabor's objections, scrambled up the ramp.
I love the eyeball.
Oi! You're not allowed! Hey, damn it! What do you think you're doing?
I think it's obvious. Preventing the execution.
Thanks be to the gods!
Whoa, wench, you've no such right. Judgment's been handed down. Sentencing's done.
Yes, and a cruel sentence it is. One that prompts me to wonder what the accused did to deserve it.
Thank you.
Better to ask what he didn't do, the varmint. Arrived here with his peddler's wagon full of tricks and gadgets. Went from house to house, praised his rubbish to the high heavens. And what's it he sold us? Bombs that go off in your hand. Beard growth formula that makes your hair catch fire. Music boxes for the kiddies. Once cranked, they never plough and stop.
You needed but to loosen the screw in the back and...
Shut your maw, ye roaster. Doesn't it matter all that? 'Cause we'd have forgiven it if he hadn't broken our sacred rules and hallowed customs.
Which ones, if you don't mind me asking?
Enter the smithy, cap on his head, held nails between his teeth, and poured fruit syrup in his beer. Raspberry. Blech.
Just the once, and but a few drops.
You got nothing to explain your villainy, scoundrel. Not a thing. And that's not even the worst. Saved his highest crime for the end. He was in a mine.
Yeah.
And he whistled.
Uh-huh.
Oh, aye, that's bad. Shouldn't have done that.
Aye, he did. Whistled. Through his teeth. And hummed in harmony, a long warble. We all heard it up and down the shaft, and our grand elders were clear. Death's the punishment. Death by barrel roll.
May I buy his freedom? I've got the cash.
Your land, your laws, I shall not argue with them. But perhaps there is another way. Can a bail be posted?
Well, the law does allow for something of the sort. But I don't see how that job is worth it.
Oh, aye, he is. He is.
Willing I am to take him at his word. Does that suffice?
Aye. But just so's we're clear. No returns, no refunds.
I don't know they hate dwarves, Fish. They have some fairly specific ideas.
Now get the hell out of that barrel, you wee shite.
My lady, I haven't a way to thank you.
No, you look like you sell runes, however. Remember the ones that they're... One's from Blood and Stone. Hearts of Stone, even.
That we've yet to discuss. Perhaps first we should learn each other's names?
Random.
Aye, yes, of course. What a prat of me. Barnabas. Barnabas Beckenbauer. To friends, Bibi.
Meve. Queen of Lyria and Rivia.
To friends, Queen.
Queen? Cows in the corn, colour me honoured. Your Majesty, obeisance due.
None necessary.
Only little.
Protocols for use at court, not beyond it. An inventor you deem yourself. Am I right?
Most assuredly. Though, truth be told, the dwarves saw no ingenuity in my craft. Seems I'm ahead of my time.
Is he a Welsh Gnomi?
Fiery bursts in the palm of your hand. They shall be in fashion one day, to your mind.
Oh, nay, just a bit of misfortune, that's all that was. You see, I mistook mercury fulminate for saltpeter. The vials stood beside each other, see, and...
The details I need not know. But one matter I am curious about. Could you construct a bomb that would explode when desired? For instance, beneath my foe's feet as they stepped over it.
Well, of course I can. It's simple.
I'm sorry? She's inventing the claymore.
Why then? You wish to show your gratitude? You must join my ranks. Assist me to defeat Nilfgaard.
Defeat Nilfgaard? Pure ambition, that is. But I'd have been a barrel of broken bones at the bottom of a ravine, if not for you. I'll do what you ask to pay off my debt.
Yes.
And thus, for the first time in Lyrian annals, a gnome enlisted with the army. And though Barnabas Beckenbauer was diminutive of body, this new recruit would prove his worth on more than one occasion.
I'm guessing that you're a fan of BB, Becky. Achievement unlocked. Out of the sizzlers into the fire, recruit Barnabas Beckenbauer. Go talk to him. Okay.
You change your mind, lass, let me know, eh? Got the barrel ready and waiting.
Okay, I'll go and have a chat.
Your Majesty, allow me once again to express my undying gratitude.
Definitely a Welsh gnome.
You're most welcome, Barnabas, but please, we haven't need for any formalities when speaking alone.
Well, of course. How might I help you then?
I like to know. No, I must know who I travel with. Please do tell me about yourself.
About me? I've most civil relations with dwarves, as you saw. But is there anything in particular you'd like to know?
Why not start at the beginning? Tell me where you hail from, perhaps.
Is he Kedwenny or something?
Oh, right. Well, I was born in the distant south, in Tir Tokhair.
Oh, okay.
My mother was a washerwife, my father, an armourer. Soon as I'd passed 40 winters and could strike out on my own, I left the family, my native parts. So I've been on the road now about, 20-odd years.
Indeed. A rather long while. Did the south simply not suit you?
Well, there was the whole incident.
Oh, I wouldn't say that exactly. It's just staying would have meant stepping into my father's shoes. Then forging blade after blade, plate after plate. Oh, just thinking on it sets my head a-spinning. Not for me, that, no. No, nature. The world so rich in mysteries, in wonders left to discover, and ways to make it a better place.
It's lovely.
By building bombs that explode in the hand, for instance.
Well, there is that.
As those bearded fellas say, Mahakam wasn't built in a day. Besides, nobody was seriously hurt by those malfunctions. Not many, at any rate.
At the moment, have you any invention you've worked on? One that's near complete?
Oh, so kind. Oh, wonderful, you should ask. See, I've ever had an avian fascination. For birds, you see. Their wings, bones. The structure's perfect. The aerodynamicism, the plumage.
Good night, Chrono.
In short, I believe I can fly.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, I'm learning to fly. Fly. You've not misheard. I, Barnabas Beckenbauer, will be the first gnome... what am I saying? The first mammal to free himself of the soil's bondage and soar to the clouds.
It's wonderful.
But aren't bats also?
Shut up.
A detail. This is no time to be petty. No, but frankly, my preparations are far advanced, and I'm rather optimistic about my design and prospects. I've calculated every trajectory, every force. It all works out. Just need to do a few more field tests.
We're up mountains, so, you've got places to launch from.
Did you have volunteers try it, or did you test the design yourself?
Naturally, I must stay on the ground, who take all the measurements elsewise. And luckily, there's no lack of thrill-seekers in Mahakam. Most eager to etch themselves into the annals. My first prototype, the Skylicker, I dubbed it. Oh, Your Majesty, if you'd only seen the beauty. Flew over 120 ells.
Truly? Colour me impressed indeed. Must have made quite the name for himself, your brave volunteer. I'm certain he's caught the eye of every she-dwarf in Mahakam since.
Well, I'm guessing he's now pizza.
Oh no, he's dead. The landing, it was rough. And then a bear sauntered by, didn't help any. Anyhow, as he died, the dwarf swore he regretted nothing. Brave lad. A bit daft, though.
I see. But the next time you request I try one of your inventions, I'd ask you to remind me of this touching tale.
Listen. He's great.
Time I attended to other matters.
Ah, yes, you're still here. Off you go, then.
He's a completely dotty inventor. I love him. He's fantastic. Okay, what's his card like? Create a trinket. Wow. Oh, he's dotty and a complete madman. No argument there. Oh, he's not bad. He's not evil. But he is clearly as nutty as a fruitcake. And I see nothing wrong with that at all. So cool. Bloody Tinker Gnomes. What's the deal? Okay. Found there. Oh god, that was worth doing. Quite big.
The blizzard's blowing in. Your Grace, perhaps we'd best pitch camp and wait for clear weather.
Ain't a bad idea. Said we might be waiting a week.
Then we march on. We've no time to waste.
Oh, goody.
While we ride to and fro begging aid, Nilfgaard grows in power. We must obtain reinforcements as quickly as possible and liberate our home.
The dwarves of Mahakam often keep their eyes trained skyward for two reasons. First, to watch for avalanches. Second, to ensure no hungry forktails or slizzards are swooping down for a quick fight. So, normal. That one may well be useful with me. Yeah, okay. I'll take that. Not bad. That is. Well, yikes. Boy Beery, he gives us a 3 random drink. Nice.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Time to kick ass. I do like Valmir's horn, actually. It's kind of cool. Right. That's going to just generate all the bloody... I'm inclined to say enough loot. Right. That's fine. Am I just going to pass there? Because that strikes me as dangerous. Hasn't burned anything like the him. On the other hand, he's going to have to burn something else. Yeah, okay.
Left, right, left, right.
I'm stuck with it, I'm stuck with it. Now that's getting a ticket.
Again and again and again.
Oh, great. Cool. Okay, what we got? Mind actually to sit on that one. Might be worth doing. They're rarely a bad idea. Right.
Tell me you jest.
I'm gonna go all in.
Your life is mine now.
Right. Oh. Bugger off. Wait. Hey. Fine. Gonna white frost me. I'm gonna set
I
you
smell a
on
leak.
fire. Fuck it. Okay. Let's get some more allies on the table first, I do. Quite the defensive deck. Yeah, do try not to die tomorrow, fish, ideally. I think Goof Night's probably closer. Good night. If you need to, do remember you are allowed to take sick days. So good luck. And good night. Sleep well. Yeah. Yeah, sleep well. Okay. Okay, so damage everybody ability is going to be a bit pants. I know. However, it's worth checking how much you'll get paid for. Should be your average hours. Yeah, night. 24 plus 20. Okay. Quite what I was after, but never mind.
Gonna need 3 buckets of nails and a tub full of pegs.
Really need them to go away. What the hell's that? Go for the extra armor. These lizards.
Our ballista, your command.
Way closer than I actually want. With a number of other units on. Okay, fine.
Armor won't say.
Oh, come on. Her.
Wait, you're serious?
Yeah. Our last card's job. Okay. That was closer than, strictly speaking, I wanted. I swear to God, I just made hay out of someone's bones. So... get down to the point of interest. Your Majesty, a she-dwarf hides in this mine. According to Gabor, her name is Stanka Moran, a renegade and thief sought by every clan. We could dispatch a few guards, but if we let her go, she's promised to show us where to find buried treasure of extraordinary value. What shall we do? I'm gonna turn her in. You guys trust me. And kinda loaded right now. This is really horrible. Nope, tried there once. Oh, that's safe. I'll go there.
Niamh rode on in silence, endeavouring to work out the length of her exile thus far. A scout's call tore her from her reverie.
Your Grace! You must see this!
With a grave mien, the soldier indicated a track in the snow. The hobnail boot print was all too familiar.
Uh-oh.
Niamh had seen it before, upon Lyria's sandy tracks, and midst the ashes to which Edirn had been turned.
Nilfgaardian footmen.
Seethed Niamh.
Marched through of late.
Interrupted Gascon.
A day, perhaps 2 days past.
The scouts had learned a Nilfgaardian caravan with an armed escort had recently arrived in Mahakam. The invaders had brought with them chests brimming with gold and jewels, then exchanged these for the finest Mahakaman-forged swords and spears.
Goody.
A scout gave Niamh one of the coins the Blackclads had used for payment. Upon the coin's back, the Lyrian eagle.
They pay with gold from my vault.
The Queen said through gritted teeth.
For arms that will cut down my fighting men and subjects.
We might yet pursue and hunt them down,
said Reynard, a spark in his eye.
And make certain Eddahi never lays hands on those weapons.
That works
You
for me.
might, again.
Piped up Gabor, who had been listening to their exchange.
But you might also recall, we Mahakamans are neutrals who assure all guests within our borders safety. True, formally speaking, the Nilfgaardians have passed outside them, but attack him a stone's throw from our gates, and you'll see Brewer's rage come out his ears as steam, and out his arse as fire.
Damn. Really need the dwarves. I'm not happy about that.
No war's outcome has been swayed by a few wagons of arms, no matter their quality.
Said the Queen, vaulting into her saddle.
Yet if we turn Bruver against us,
yeah,
I dare say we shall never wrest our land from black-clad hands.
The Queen's men regretted her reluctance to attack, but none tried to dissuade her. They knew her too well.
I'm not happy about that. Going to have to kill some Nilfgaardians very, very hard. Quite soon. Remember, lads and lassies, wash your beard with the herbal rinse before and after every shift. If you pass a snail en route to the mine, share a wee bite with him. If a hare, dove or thrush crosses your path, stop where you are, and never ever whistle in the mine. Nothing else to be looted. Oh yeah, loads. Okay. I'm not taking on the dragon yet. You've had that on your chips. Oh, yay! Maid time. While the human kingdoms are mere hundreds of years old, the chronicles of Mahakam stretch back millennia. Over its long history, the mountainous region's been home to many great discoveries, heroic deeds, and crimes. The dwarves, however, preferred to keep silent on past conflicts, instead emphasizing brotherhood above all else. Yet the stain of shed blood on alabaster snow is difficult to truly forgive and forget. Its continued memory attracts beasts that thrive on injustice and suffering. Okay, good night, Meki. I think this is going to be my last fight anyway. It's quite late and I've got a long day tomorrow. Build the beast. Oh. Turn, spawn 4 bar guests. Oh. Okay. Right. Right. Right, okay. Let's see if this works.
If anyone asks, you've not seen me.
It's gonna be a right good levy, big and beautiful.
That's worth knowing.
There's been a mistake. I'm no mage.
Wipe up wall. How does this work? Okay. Try this again. Damage in the by damage you. 4. This one.
There's been a mistake. I'm no mage.
Might be one I have to put some thought into.
Greetings. What is it?
Don't know.
It's gonna be a right good levy, big and beautiful.
I think I'm gonna have to use the alchemist set the power. I literally have no idea what I'm doing here. I don't see how this works. I don't see how this works at all. Okay, right, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to camp so I can get a save game, because I suspect it's simply too late and my brain has stopped working. So, if anyone's around, thank you for watching. Catches this on VOD, God help. Right. Don't like that one, don't like that at all, however, do still love this game. It's been a while since I played and it's peak still. So, thank you and good night.